My wife and I, both 30s, are parents to 5 kids between us. I have 2 kids, 15 and 13, with my late wife, and my wife has 3, a 16-year-old daughter with her ex-boyfriend, and 2 more kids, 10 and 7, with her late husband. We've been married for 4 years and we were together for 2 years prior. When we met, she shared custody of her oldest daughter with her ex, and after we had been married a little while, some problems started to be brought to the surface. Family members suspected she was stealing from them while there and talked about her having an attitude. Then I noticed money was missing a couple of times and we never had proof of who it was. But my wife's ex would mention something new their daughter had bought because she was such a good saver, which was not what we had experienced at all. She was someone who spent what she got the second she got it unless someone put a stop to it. And her dad was never someone who would do this. He was always the opposite from what I can tell. Then she started being more blatant about disrespect and stealing, and a little over a year after we were married, her dad petitioned the courts to move out of state for work and take her with him. My wife fought against it, but her oldest wanted to go, and the judge weighed that in their decision and allowed her ex to take their daughter, but ordered he be responsible for paying for every visit to us. It was during her visits that she got worse about stealing. She'd wait until she was leaving and took things that were small enough that wouldn't be missed immediately. One included my 15-year-old's Nintendo Switch, or at least some parts off the Switch that she had mentioned were broken on her own Switch at her dad's house. But other things were missing after she'd leave too. My wife replaced the stuff her oldest, but after the Switch, which wasn't too long ago. I told my wife we needed to figure something out because I didn't want my kids dealing with that, and that I had a duty to think of them first. While we were talking it out, her daughter asked if she could come live with us for good during her summer visit. My ex immediately said yes, and she was excited. I was not. She said we could nip it in the bud now. Other families said it wouldn't be that easy because there were suspicions since she was 7 and she was getting worse. I agreed with them, but I told my wife I understood she had a duty to her daughter like I had my kids. She said it wouldn't be so bad and we'd figure it out. I told her I didn't believe that to be possible, and I said I would move out with my kids. She asked me to at least talk to my kids first and see if they'd mind. But we both knew their stance already. My son said after the Switch that he didn't want to have to see her again. My wife told me we needed to work this out because her younger 2 couldn't lose me. I said I felt awful about that, but I wasn't going to make my kids live with her older daughter. My wife said I had the same duty to all 5, and if I have such a problem with her daughter's behavior, I should stay and help fix it instead of running. I told her I was not willing to lose my kids over her oldest, and that I would stay in the lives of the younger 2 if that's what they wanted and she would allow, but it was clear we could not make this work. My kids were so relieved when we moved out, so I knew I made the right choice. They admitted they expected her to steal all kinds of stuff from them if we stayed. I filed for divorce a couple of weeks after the kids and I moved out. My wife has tried, and failed, to get me back. Her oldest lives there now, and she said we never really tried to work something out. I told her there was nothing to work out when I was clear about what I would not do. She told me the youngest 2 are the biggest sufferers because both dads chose to leave them, and how was she supposed to explain to them that their second dad put his bio kids before them? She has tried to convince me several times over that I should call off the divorce and make a go of being a family again. But I refuse. Does that make me AITAH?